What's up, YouTube? This is Zach, and I'm back with another review. So today's review is over Franck Olivier's Oud Vanille. Stay tuned. Okay, so Oud Vanille is an oud, rose, vanilla, and I guess caramel type scent from Franck Olivier. Now, this is a very sought after Franck Olivier. It's really hard to find. I guess at the discounters you can find some sellers on eBay that are selling it or whatnot. But again, the whole eBay thing, you have to be very careful because of fakes out there. Now, there's a reason that this is usually sought after. It has a very high resemblance to a very expensive fragrance called Oud Bouquet by Lancome, and that's what's next to it right here. This 100 ml bottle is retails about $209. You can probably find it less than that, but at any rate, Oud Bouquet is a fantastic, beyond fantastic fragrance and scent. It's totally beast mode, and it just lingers in the air, lasts all day, plus some. It's worth the price. Now the reason that Oud Vanille is such a phenomenon is because of its price versus the fragrance. If you were to smell this, you would not believe that it's something that costs in the 20 some odd dollar range. I got mine, I was able to get mine for about maybe 20, 21 bucks. But I've seen it go from like $28 all the way up to some people even selling it like in the 80s because it's, so hard to find. But again, it's one of those Franck Olivier bangers. It's the bottle design is nothing fancy, pretty cheap actually, but it's all about the juice again. Man, like you have to be a oud lover, or you have to love these Middle Eastern type of scents, with the oud and the rose and the saffron and things of that nature, and that's what this is. So it doesn't smell cheap at all, at all. Now again, you see that what I have next to it, so I can tell you, I can contest it doesn't smell cheap at all. It smells wonderful, and it lasts as long or maybe even longer than Oud Bouquet does. And I'm just amazed that they're selling this at this price. I'm kind of dumbfounded. Now, the note breakdown in Oud Bouquet, for instance, is very, very simple. It's saffron, rose, agarwood, which is just oud. That's all it is. Caramel and vanilla. And so in Oud Vanille, you have quite a lot more notes. It has like raspberry, orange, has caramel. It has rose, violet. Has jasmine and patchouli. Also has agarwood, and then it has some spices in there, musk and vanilla. So it has a lot of notes, but at the end of the day, forget the notes. It smells just like Oud Bouquet does. Now the other one that's next to the Oud Bouquet over here, everyone knows this bottle, this gold bottle. It's Swiss Arabian's Shaghaf Oud. Now this is a 90 ml bottle, I think, and it's another one that people have on the list and they haven't gotten around to getting it. So this video is kind of to help some of the people make decisions on these types of fragrance, as well as reviewing Oud Vanille. So Oud Vanille gets you need all you need is a couple of sprays, unless you're trying to run everybody out. It's a heavenly scent. It has great projection and sillage. It's going to light the room up, trust me. So the differences between a lot of these ends up being price, in my opinion. Now, this other one on the end, by the way, I just want to get this out of the way real quick, is it's a Lattafa Oud Mood. and it's another one with the Oud Rose Vanilla Praline type of note breakdown. And it has a similarity. All these scents are basically cousins. This one is slightly different in that it still has the same type of scent. It's not as sweet, and it's a little bit more animalic as far as the oud. So for you animalic oud lovers, this is what you get right here. Okay, now Swiss Arabian Shaghaf Oud is very sweet. It's like to me, it's sweeter than all of them. It comes off a lot more sweet, even though they all are sweet. This one just seems to be the sweetest, but it's still a wonderful, wonderful scent as well. Now, when it comes to Oud Vanille, I think out of these, it's the best value. So you're looking at what, $206 for this one, you're about $38 for this one, and about $32 or whatever, if you can find it retail here in the USA. And so if you can find this, you can probably get it just below 30 Oud Vanille. So Oud Vanille is probably the best value, I think, for what you get. Totally beast mode. I mean, when I say beast mode, it lasts all day long. It's projecting for hours and hours. You're going to get noticed. And again, a lot of this scent is worn by men and women, by the way, but all of these are. I don't care if they market them towards women or market them towards unisex or men. It's a fragrance, so really there's no gender. But however, we know the difference, what's masculine, what's feminine, and all of that. However, this genre of fragrances usually is not broken down into sexes, the oud fragrances. And so for you ladies out there that have been, you put Oud Bouquet on your list and you put Swiss Arabian Shaghaf Oud on your list, not telling you not to get those, because they both are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful scents. And then the Oud Mood is as well, because it's animalic. And I can tell you straight off the bat that more than likely Lancome's Oud Bouquet is probably the only fragrance up here with actual real oud. And that's just a stretch. It may or may not, but oud is a very expensive note. So a lot of these fragrances, even the designers that you get here in the States, use synthetic oud. I mean, most of the ingredients or notes or accords are man-made. They're synthetic. So this is no exception. Oud Vanille smells great. It doesn't smell synthetic. I would put Oud Vanille up against even several niche fragrances in the genre, because Franck Olivier did this one pretty good. Now, if this was in different packaging, I can tell you right now, if this had different presentation and some fancy name, it could probably fetch just as much as Oud Bouquet, or even more probably. But there, it's where it is right now. It's about $30 if you can find it for that price. It's sold out at a lot of the discounters. But I'm telling you, this one is a fantastic oud vanilla caramel type sweet scent. Perfect for the cold weather. And I can't make you know how it smells, but I can tell you, if you have Swiss Arabian Shaghaf Oud, or if you have Lancome's Oud Bouquet, then you pretty much already know what this smells like. It's part of the family. Like it literally, when you smell it, you would think that it's one of those other fragrances. So for the price point, you can't beat it. Like, I would put it before any of these fragrances as far as the price point for what you get, because there's no way this fragrance should be $20 or $30 in my opinion. It shouldn't be. And then even Franck Olivier's other fragrance, Oud Touch. If you have that one, then you know what I'm talking about. Same thing. It's grossly underpriced. I mean, it's these Oud Vanille and Oud Touch are like amazing fragrances for the price. I mean, add them to your collection if you can. If you're into ouds, then you'll like these fragrances. So, ladies, I'm just talking to the ladies right now in this little segment. Ladies, if you want that same type of scent of any of these and you don't have it, you want to test it out, because in these times you can't really test out a lot of fragrances, man. Just buy this Oud Vanille. It's not going to set you back $200 and something, and it's worth the money. And trust me, you're going to have people asking you, what are you wearing? Following you, asking you, what are you wearing? Now, for you guys, you have to be a little bit more, daring or whatever to wear these kind of fragrances. I mean, you just have to have confidence about yourself. With me, I mean, like I wear everything, and I'm into fragrances, so I'm not really biased that much. I have tended to gear towards some of my older school fragrances here lately. That's just been a thing with me, and I'm rediscovering a lot of stuff that I used to wear. And so I've been on an old school kick. I'm really digging a lot of my old school fragrances. But I do love ouds. I love Middle Eastern fragrances, and you need to give some of these other houses, these Middle Eastern houses like Lattafa and Ard Al Zafran, a look, because man, they're making some fantastic fragrances, and people are just not, still not in the know about a lot of them. So this Oud Mood is not bad either. Check this whole house out, man, because they have a lot of fragrances that are, all of them, most of them are beast mode. I mean, they don't even do fragrances that aren't beast mode. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So that's why I like Lattafa and Ard Al Zafran. I mean, Ard Al Zafran literally means a land of saffron, so I mean, they know what they're doing, and I trust their oud fragrances, better than I do a lot of these other ones. So, but Franck Olivier is a Paris house, but I'm sure they had some help there. Shaghaf Oud, I mean, powerful. I mean, it's just a powerful, strong, sweet, caramelly, praline note in those in Oud Bouquet and Shaghaf Oud. Man, it's beautiful, and Oud Mood has a praline note. This one doesn't. Franck Olivier's Oud Vanille doesn't have a praline note, but it still smells like the other ones. So all these different accords mixed together, because it has more notes than Oud Bouquet. But I'm telling you, if you're looking for a very good oud, vanilla, caramelly, rose type fragrance, try this one out. So Franck Olivier Oud Vanille. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Thanks for stopping by, and peace.